Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, voice is
I understood.
very.
That depends on the connectivity. So let us try for some time. If it creates too much problem, then we'll switch to another network. Okay. Now in the second chapter, we'll discuss electrical measurements and measuring instruments. Okay, so if you have any questions on the first chapter, you can ask me right now.
Hello,
Otherwise, I will start the second chapter. Yes.
sir. I have one question, sir, on Thevenin theorem.
No, no.
স্যার ওটা পড়তে গিয়ে স্যার একটা জায়গায় পেলাম স্যার ভোল্টেজ সোর্স যখন হয় তখন রেজিস্ট্যান্স ইজ ইকুয়াল টু 0 এন্ড সেটা দেখাচ্ছে শর্ট সার্কিট আর কারেন্ট সোর্সের ক্ষেত্রে রেজিস্ট্যান্স ইনফিনিটি সেখানে ওপেন সার্কিট। এটা কি বোঝাতে চাইছে স্যার বুঝতে পারছি না।
Voltage source. You have to off the voltage source.
স্যার ভোল্টেজ সোর্স
Off means you have to short the voltage source. Some voltage source is keeping off. That
Yes,
means you have to short the voltage source.
স্যার ওখানে ওখানে রেজিস্ট্যান্স 0 ইজ ইকুয়াল টু শর্ট সার্কিট হবে। এটা কি বলতে চাইছে বুঝতে পারছি না।
Okay, I understood your doubt. Let me discuss that. Let me share the whiteboard first. Okay, so can you see the whiteboard here? Okay. Suppose we have a
Yes,
voltage source. Suppose we have a voltage source V. Okay, and suppose V equals to 5 volt. Clear? Now we have another voltage source. It's like this, where V equals to 0 volt. What does it mean? Suppose here also we have a resistance connected. Here also we have a resistance connected. Let us take R equals to 1. What does it mean?
Sir, in the second case, no current flow, sir.
Hmm? No, that's okay. But what does it mean? That means you don't have anything but the circuit is shorted here. Because short circuit means the voltage becomes 0. Got my point?
The potential at the both ends are 0, sir.
Correct. So
After
the
short
potential,
circuiting, sir.
correct. So therefore this potential difference becomes 0. That is nothing but a short circuit. So therefore keeping a voltage source off means it's a short circuit. And current source off means what? There is the current is 0. Suppose we have a current source. And suppose we have a 1 ohm resistance and suppose 2 ampere current source. Now we have another current source here and we have 1 ohm resistance and the current source is 0 ampere. That means what? That means as if this is open circuit, so therefore there is no current. As if this particular resistance is open circuited, so therefore as if there is no current. So that means 0 ampere current source is nothing but the open circuit. Okay, and 0 volt
Okay, sir. Thank you.
voltage source or keeping a voltage source off means is just a short circuit. Understood? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
it's okay. Now let me ask Ankit Prasad and Shomodeep De. Ankit Prasad, you just unmute yourself. Ankit Prasad.
Yes, sir.
What you have written in the chat box? I didn't understand that. Let me clarify.
Hello.
Yes. What you have written in the chat box, I am asking you.
Sir, I wrote your voice is not audible enough.
But you have not written that.
Sir, he had written in short form, sir.
Okay, so don't use the short form. If you have some problem, you just directly ask me. Okay. And Shaumadip
okay, sir.
De Modak,
Okay, sir.
Shaumadip De Modak, you unmute. Shaumadip De Modak.
Sir, actually, he had intended to write শোনা যাচ্ছে না, I think. He had intended to write that. I think there must be some typo error.
When you are saying something or writing something, so you have to be careful enough what you are saying or what you are writing, because you are now in a university. Okay, you are not in school, so you have to be careful enough what you are saying or what you are writing. Don't behave like a child in a school. Correct? This is your first year and this is your first
Yes, sir.
warning I am giving. Okay, so any other questions do you have on the first chapter? You can ask me.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt. Sir, when the load resistance is 2 times of the internal resistance, how the power consumed by the load resistance becoming 0.222 E square by Ri?
Once again, আরেকবার বলো, আমি বুঝতে পারলাম না।
Sir, when RL, sir, যখন RL টা 2 times of Ri হচ্ছে,
হুম।
তখন PL টা 0.222 E square by Ri, ওইটা কি করে হচ্ছে বুঝতে পারছি না।
কোথা থেকে তুমি বলছো এটা?
স্যার আমি বই থেকে, বই এটা লেখা রয়েছে তো।
0.22 হ্যাঁ
2
হ্যাঁ 222 কি?
E square by Ri. E square by Ri.
স্কয়ার বাই আরআই, এইটা বলছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, which book?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Actually you have to refer the problem, otherwise
BL Theresia.
okay. I don't know which thing you have to.
I
Actually the power,
think there should be a circuit also.
Yes, sir. There will be a circuit, sir. Circuit
otherwise
code.
otherwise how I actually the reference is missing here. We should refer the circuit
Sir,
first.
VTH. We have to calculate the VTH, sir. Without sir circuit, we cannot
Sir,
find it.
Yes,
no circuit is there though, sir.
no circuit is
It's
there.
normal power transfer efficiency is proved.
Okay, so let me tell you this. If suppose this thing is there and suppose your E is VThev, I think E is mentioning VThev and Ri is, which is you are mentioning, that is RThev. Now our this thing is, we know that the power is basically VTH square divided by RL
Four.
plus RTH for any load resistance, isn't it? For any load resistance. V square by R, that is the power. Okay, now here what we are using RL equals to 2RI, that means 2RTH. So 2RTH plus RTH Okay, so that means 1 by 3. It should be 0.33, I think, not 0.22.
sir. 0.333
Sir, in
sir. Maybe sir, it should be
sir, in the
0.33.
maximum power transfer theorem, RL should be equals to RTH.
No. He asked me that this is the load resistance. It is not a maximum power condition for any load resistance. A specific load
Okay.
resistance is mentioning, that is R equals to 2RI. So it is not a maximum power. This power is not a maximum power. For any specific load resistance, he is asking. But for that resistance, I am getting 0.333, not
Yes, sir.
0.3. Okay.
Sir, it's the case where when the efficiency becomes 33% larger. I mean, more
Compared to what? No, we cannot say that.
compared to the maximum when RL equal to RI.
Okay, so when RL equals to
RL
RI,
equals to RI is the maximum.
RL equals to RI, where there the max, the
Sir,
power,
তখন
পাওয়ারটা কত হচ্ছে বলো? VTH square.
PL is maximum.
What is the power? 2TH না 4TH? কি যেন এটা ছিল তোমাদের?
48.
48 sir, 48.
4TH. Now we are getting that.
1/4
Yes, sir,
sir,
ঠিক আছে,
sir, ঠিক আছে,
0.25
0.25 হবে।
No, how we are getting that? Can you remember? How we are getting this fourth term?
RT sir, sir RL is equal to RTH করে ওখান থেকে
Okay, RL equals to RTH. That means one more 2 will be there. Those we have missed in this previous example. Isn't it? Okay, so here we have some 2. You see, suppose any resistance RTH and RL, always you should refer this circuit. Without circuit, there may be chances of error. Now, what is I? I equals to VTH by RTH plus RL. Okay. Now I think I have wrong in these expressions now. That is clear from this, because what is PL? PL is ITH squared into RL. Now what is I equals to VTH by this whole square, isn't it? So I missed that into RL. Now according to his previous assumption, here we have to put 2 RTH, because it is 2 RI, and here it is 3 RTH square. That means it is 2 by 9. You just calculate the value. It's 19.22 only.
Yes, sir, it's 0.22.
So previous formula I have used, that is wrong, because I didn't draw the circuit first. So that is a step jump. You don't do that. In this way you do that. So therefore you see, here we are getting 0.25 and here you are getting 0.22. So that means how much power you are losing at this condition when R L equals to 2 RTH. Actually you are losing 0.25 minus 0.22 divided by 0.25 into 100%. So how much power you are losing, or what is that power? Percentage of power?
Sir,
Sir, it's
0.112 into 100%.
11.2%.
So 11 point
11.2% power loss, sir.
2%.
11.2% power loss.
2%.
11.2% power you are losing when
Two.
you are
Losing.
deviating. Yes, when you are deviating from RTH to RTH. Because anyway, this 0.25 is the maximum one, because that is the maximum power. For no value of RL, the power should be more than 0.25 into VTH square by RTH. Okay, so that is the maximum power condition that we have already derived. So therefore, this 0.333 is the wrong answer. It should not be more than 0.25. So therefore, it is 0.22 for this condition. Got it? Any more question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Sir, for this one, the efficiency is increasing from 50%.
That can be there.
Like if we,
That I may already mentioned that maximum power condition may not give the maximum efficiency. Rather,
Yes.
maximum power conditions gives you less efficiency, because only 50% efficiency you get.
yes, sir.
Okay.
I have a problem from star delta connection. I mean star connection.
Okay. Actually, star connections.
Sir,
I have. Bolo?
sir, you said you will give us some problems of
That's
Star
what-
Delta connection.
that I
Yes, sir.
already.
I agree with him, sir.
That I already mentioned in the last class. I will give you a problem sheet by this weekend. By tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll send the problem sheet on circuits. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
and then we can also have some problem. Okay, so doubt clearing session. But you should do the problem up to certain extent. Otherwise, the whole problem I can't discuss in the class. If you have a specific
Sir,
doubt, then only I can discuss that.
Yes, sir, I have a specific doubt.
Follow?
I mean, yeah, in the problem, the two star connection is connected accordingly. The upper hand is connected with upper hand, and right hand is connected with the right arm. So in the left star connection, there are batteries in the three branches, and in the right connection, there are three resistance in the three arms. So how can I calculate the I mean the current in each branch of the load? I mean the right hand side.
So you have to show the circuit. Otherwise, without the circuit, how can I? Actually, that circuit I have to see.
Okay, can I show this by sharing my screen?
Can. You can.
Okay, its function is not available for here.
no,
it's
actually,
because
Probal, it
the
is
host-
available. Look at
No,
over
the
there
host
one
can.
Try once
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
green button is over there.
What is it? Okay, I'll tell you. Sir, is it visible?
This is
Sir, is it visible?
yes. Yes.
In the figure H,
Bolo?
can I calculate the current in the load resistances from here?
Yes, that you can. But this is a different thing. This is not a star delta conversion problem. This is not a star delta conversion problem. Anyway, this also you can do any conversion.
Oh, okay.
But this is not a started directly started the conversion problem. Okay. Anyway, but you can convert this star to delta. That way you can solve. You try this first, then I will discuss in an other class. Okay. First, you all try this.
Okay,
In
sir.
which book you are taking you are getting this problem?
The Hughes.
Uses. It's a
The
nice
Hughes,
problem.
the electrical and electronics technology.
Nice problem. Okay.
Okay, sir. I'm stopping the presenting.
Sir, shall I send the problem separately in your WhatsApp account?
Which problem? Which problem?
Sir,
This problem.
this problem which Koval has shown to you.
No, that I know. It is very well known problem.
Okay, good, sir.
You just all I think that his share is visible to all. So you all just try to do this. Okay. Uh, if we have some doubt clearing session on numerical problems, then I will discuss this. Okay. Otherwise, it will take some time, and already we have half an hour from this class. Okay. Now we'll start a new chapter today. That is the electrical measurements and measuring instruments. Let us first discuss that. And if we have some time at the during the end of the semester, we'll definitely discuss. And one more problem sheet also I will give it to you. Then if you have some problem on that also, I will discuss. So measuring instruments, I will first take the measuring instruments. Okay, and measuring instruments are broadly classified in two. That is, one is absolute instruments. Can you hear my voice clearly now?
Yes, sir. You're clearly audible, sir. But now,
Absolute instruments and secondary instruments. Okay. Now let me define what is absolute instruments. You can write down that. I'm not writing. You can write down that right now, and you have to take the running class notes, because every time that recordings will not be available to you in future as well. Because whenever there is a physical class, then also you have to take the running notes. You just write down the definition of absolute instruments. Absolute instruments give the value of electrical quantity. Absolute instruments give the value of electrical quantity to be measured in terms of constants of the instrument. In terms of constants of the instrument and of its deflection and of its deflection. No comparison, no comparison with another instrument being necessary. No comparison with another instrument being necessary. I repeat, absolute instruments give the value of electrical quantity to be measured in terms of constants of the instrument and of its deflection, comma, no comparison with another instrument being necessary. Okay, so this is the definition of absolute instrument. And for an example, you can take the example of tangent galvanometer. In tangent galvanometer, basically it gives the deflection, and the tangent of the angle of the deflection that is proportional to the current. So directly in terms of some constant of the instrument, you can get the current or any other variable to be measured, voltage or current, anything. Okay, but most of the instruments that we see in our daily life or in our instrument room or uh, in our laboratory, all those most of the instruments nowadays that we see is basically secondary instruments. Okay, so let us define the secondary instruments, then I will discuss that. You just write down the definition of secondary instruments first. Secondary instruments are so constructed. Secondary instruments are so constructed that the value of current, voltage, or other quantity, that the value of current, comma, voltage, comma, or the other quantity to be measured, can be determined from the deflection of the instrument, can be determined from the deflection of the instrument only if the latter has been calibrated, only if the latter is calibrated, has been calibrated by comparison with either an absolute instrument or one which has already been calibrated. Or one which has already been calibrated. I repeat it once again. Secondary instruments are so constructed that the value of current, comma, voltage, comma, or other quantity to be measured can be determined from the deflection of the instrument only if the latter has been calibrated by comparison with either an absolute instrument or one which has already been calibrated. Okay, so I think you have attended a few laboratory classes as well, na? Along with this theory class of electrical technology, you are also attending some laboratory classes via this online only. Am I right?
Sir, we have not still not received one electrical lab class, sir.
Huh? বুঝলাম না কি বলছো।
Sir, actually one experiment number 6, our lab sir has not taught it. Just he has given one PDF and told us to copy paste it.
Which experiment? Can you
Experiment
tell
number
me?
6, sir.
No, yeah.
I think AC parallel circuit machines.
AC series for who is taking that lab? Your concerned
Mir,
teacher?
sir.
Huh?
Mir, sir.
So you didn't have any online session for that?
No, sir.
Did you request sir to have some online session on that?
Yes, sir. I had requested him, but sir, he told that I am busy. I will send you the reports.
Reports
DC
is
machine,
what?
that's experiment one. Inside caliper,
No, actually, which
he had
experience
just
you are referring to?
sent us DC machine report.
These two different
According to
experiments
the
you are referring.
manual which we have the CR.
Two different experiments you are referring to.
Actually, sir, with the CR have
হ্যাঁ, বলো আমি ঠিক বুঝতে পারছি
Okay,
না
sir.
একটা হচ্ছে one experiment is there titled study of AC DC machine, another experiment is there
Yes.
AC series parallel circuit.
Yes, sir. The AC and DC machines, it is described in the lab notebook which Sarah shared.
হ্যাঁ,
We have to copy it only.
okay, so that means I think study of DC machine for the first part of that experiment and study of squirrel cage induction motor is the second part of that experiment, and there are
Yes,
different
yes, yes. Both are in
are
the
there
same
like
lab.
armature, field, etc., and few parameters are there which you have to fill. I think the field sheet in PDF forms had already shared to you, isn't it? Is it so?
Yes, sir. He had sent only in PDF form.
Okay, now your question is that you want to you want some discussion on that. So that means suppose you don't know what is armature or what is
Discussion
field,
or a detailed
how it
video
look
on it.
like. Huh?
At least one detail. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
then-
At least one detailed video on it. If you could provide it, it would be very kind of you, sir.
No, no, it's okay. But first you ask your concerned teacher if he is unable to do that or he is some busy in some other. I don't know why he's saying like that. I will talk to him and request him to first take some class over online. Okay, so let's try because
Class or
Anyway.
a video recording will also be enough, sir. A detailed video recording on it.
till video recording you can get in my YouTube channel. I can't remember that for which. Uh, I think for chemical second year I took some class on that, but that is a very brief discussion. Anyway, but you will get that in my YouTube channel. Okay, or if
Okay, sir.
time permits, I also can take a class on that. But it's not my class, na? It's his class.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, why I'm asking this because do you have that experiments like AC that uh, calibration of meters or no? I think you don't have that experiment, na? Calibration of
No,
meters.
sir.
Okay, okay. I think mechanical.
No, sir. It is not scheduled in
Yeah,
our
yes.
syllabus also.
Yeah, it is not scheduled in your syllabus. That may be in the syllabus the first year mechanical. Anyway, but here what I want to say that whatever the instruments we use, like a voltmeter, I think you have seen a voltmeter or an ammeter. Any of the laboratory classes, I think sir already showed you one of the ammeter or voltmeter. So all these instruments which are scale like that is basically the secondary instruments, because the secondary instruments there also we get some deflection, but the scale which we get there, that is already been calibrated with respect to or in comparison with either some absolute instruments or some standard meters. Standard meters means standard meters. Uh, okay, so you don't understand that. Standard meter গুলো কি হয়? We have some organization, national organization like Indian standards, IS. I think you heard that name. Okay, so they have some standard meters. So whenever we purchase some meter like voltmeter, ammeter, or any other wattmeter or any other meter, so what those manufacturer do that they calibrate their meter from this IS, who has already the standard meters. Now the standard meters can be an absolute meter, or the standard meters can be another secondary instrument. Got my point? Okay. But what do you mean by the absolute meter? Absolute instrument? Absolute instrument, what does it do? It shows the deflection, or from these absolute instruments, whatever the reading we get, whatever the measurement we get in terms of some constant of the instrument itself. So that is the difference. Okay. Now, sometimes that also may be wrong, because with time there may be some wear and tear in that different parts of the instruments, and if there is some deterioration in some part of the instruments, we may have some erroneous result. Okay. For secondary instrument, the same thing can happen, but what we can do, we can recalibrate that instrument. Suppose today I'm purchasing one instrument for my lab. Okay, and that is very much well calibrated. Okay, it may so happen that after 2 years or after 5 years, uh, it is showing some erroneous reading for different reason. Now, what should I do then? I have to recalibrate the meter with respect to some standard meters. So that process is called the recalibration. Got my point? So these are the two basic measuring instruments. Now, what are the uh, basic effects which are used for these instruments? Effects means, suppose we need some deflection. How we can create the deflection? Any idea you have? Suppose we need some deflection for a current, isn't it? Got my point? Suppose I want to measure some current. So what I need that, suppose if there is a 5 ampere current, with respect to this 5 ampere current, the meter is showing some deflection. So how we can create this deflection? Any idea?
We have to create some specific amount of force or torque
Correct.
to
Torque.
rotate the
That means we need some torque. Correct. We need some torque, because deflection generally is related with the torque. So we need some torque. So how we can generate this torque? So one very basic one is the magnetic effect. Because you have already studied electrical machines, there you have seen that how the torque is generated in an electrical machine. The same principle, the same this Lorentz force or torque principle, we can use for our instruments, for our meters. Okay, so that means the very well-known technique of generating deflection or torque is the magnetic effect.
Well, like in galvanometer.
Correct, like a galvanometer. Okay. Now the second one is, we can use some heating effect. I will not discuss this in details, only the names I am writing here. We can use some electrostatic effect, because there are electrostatic meters as well. Okay, and one more technique is there, that is called the electromagnetic induction effect. Induction. That means there is no direct connection, but the voltage or current can be induced there. Okay. Now, by using this effects, we can make different methods. Like by using this magnetic effect, we can make any meters, like ammeter, voltmeter, wattmeter, any kind of meter we can make by magnetic instruments. By heating effect only we can make some ammeters or voltmeters, no other instruments. Okay, for electrostatic effect we can make only voltmeters, no other instruments. Okay, but by using electrostatic effect we can use indirectly, we can by using the electrostatic effect indirectly we can make some ammeters or wattmeters, but not directly we can make only the voltmeters, because electrostatic effect depends on the voltage on. Okay, I think you know this, that electrostatic effects depend on the voltage and magnetic effects that depends on the currents. Okay, and by electromagnetic induction effect, that is the last one, we can make any ammeter, voltmeter, wattmeter, any instruments, but that should be alternating in nature, like AC voltmeter, AC ammeter. Okay, so বুঝেছো? DC তেও ইন্ডাকশন হয়, কিন্তু DC instrument is not possible to make by using electromagnetic induction effect. Only the AC instruments or AC meters is possible to make by the fourth option. Correct. So these are the few effects which we employ, which we use to make different instruments. Okay. So another category of instruments by the type of measuring the variable, we can divide like this. One is called the indicating instruments. Recording instruments and integrating instruments. Integrating instruments. Okay. Now, indicating instruments are most common instruments where we have the voltmeters, ammeters, etc. Can you give some example of recording instruments?
Sir, house meter, electric bill meter.
No, that comes under integrating instruments. Because why it is integrating? Because basically it is integrating your reading. Suppose they have given some start. From this date, they will cumulatively add your energy reading. How much energy you are consuming. You see, যখন তোমরা মিটার দেখবে এই মাসে যে মিটার হচ্ছে, পরের মাসে মিটার তার সাথে আবার ওই মিটারটা অ্যাড করেছে। When they will send you the bill, they will calculate on the basis on the subtraction. মানে এক মাসে কতটা বিল হয়েছে সেটা ওরা এটা থেকে সাবট্রাক্ট করে চেঞ্জ। That means cumulatively it is integrating that thing, that energy. Because why integrating? Because the T term is there. Because you see that unit is kilo, কি যেন বলে, কিলোওয়াট আওয়ার, তাই না? কিলোওয়াট আওয়ার, যেটা তোমরা বেসিসে তোমরা বিল পে করো, সেখানে এই টাইম টি টার্মটা আছে। টি টার্ম মিন্স ইজ বেসিক্যালি ইন্টিগ্রেটিং, না? Basically it is integrating that energy. Okay.
The stopwatch can be a recording instrument.
Stopwatch.
Galvanometer.
Huh? Galvanometer is an indicating instrument. Indicating instruments. Galvanometer is very well known indicating instruments. Actually, recording instruments which will be actually it will give you something which you can use for future. Like that, suppose have you seen the Richter scale?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
মানে রিক্টার স্কেল দেখে এরকম একটা একটা এরকম কি বলে ওটা স্টাইলাস থাকে, সেই স্টাইলাস থেকে এইরকম ভাবে থাকে স্টাইলাস। অর হ্যাভ ইউ সিন
হ্যাঁ, স্যার।
ডিজিটাল স্টোরেজ অসিলোস্কোপ ডিএসও অর স্ক্রিপচার রেকর্ডার? এগুলো তোমরা দেখোনি, অনেকগুলোই দেখোনি। স্ক্রিপচার রেকর্ডার্স বলে একটা ছিল, এখন আর নেই এগুলো। এখন
Rain gauge.
The Richter scale,
হ্যাঁ, রিক্টার স্কেলের ইনস্ট্রুমেন্টটা কি? I don't know what is exactly the instrument.
Sir,
And
ECG machine.
ECG machine. Okay, yes. If that machine has some provision to give you the output like printout or so, then it is okay. ECG, EEG, anything, any
Yes,
most
sir,
of the
it
instruments, I think.
yes, sir, it shows us a chart. what
Rain
was the-
gauge.
হ্যাঁ, এই সব কটাই হচ্ছে তোমার রেকর্ডিং ইনস্ট্রুমেন্ট। Okay, so our electrical generally we use nowadays DSO, digital storage oscilloscope. Okay, so any data we can store there for any time. আর তোমরা যেগুলো ইসিজি বা ইইজি যেগুলো দেখো, those are also a kind of oscilloscope only and kind of digital storage oscilloscope only. Okay, and digital storage oscilloscopes are well available in our laboratories. In your laboratory also you can get some digital storage oscilloscopes. Those are common recording meters nowadays. But in your syllabus only you have the indicating instruments that like the ammeter, voltmeter, wattmeter, etc. No other instruments are there in your syllabus. But you should know what are the categories depending on their type of application. Okay, so remember this: indicating instruments, recording instruments, and integrating instruments. Okay. Now, indicating instruments, come to the indicating instruments. I will discuss this in detail. Okay. Actually, indicating instruments, there is a moving system. Okay, so in most of the instruments we have moving system, but indicating instrument, whatever the moving system we have, there actually we have three types of torques or forces. Okay, so first type of force that is required is called a deflecting force. Deflecting force. The second one is a controlling force. Or torque also you can write. A damping torque or force. Okay, so these three are the main forces or torques which is responsible for giving some reading in an indicating instrument. Okay, now how we can get the deflecting torque? We can get the deflecting torque either by magnetic, whatever the effects we already discussed, either by magnetic or by heating or by electrostatic or by electromagnetic induction. So any of those four principle we can use for getting some deflection in that instrument. Okay. Now, why do we need the second one, that is a controlling force or controlling torque? Okay, can you tell me that? মানে ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে এরকম যে suppose there is some current flowing, I want to measure the current. What should I do? I will generate some force which is or torque. Let us take torque only. I will generate some torque which will be proportional to I. Is that okay? And that torque or force we are naming it as a deflecting torque, which is proportional to the current. Correct? Now the question is, deflecting torque is well understood. Why do we need the controlling force or controlling? Anyone?
Sir, this
There is a maximum limit. There is there is a particular range for that reason.
Okay, so if there is some
স্যার যে
deflection,
টর্কটা দেবে তার অপোজিট যে
বলো? হ্যাঁ, correct. We need some
তার
opposing
অপোজিট
force or
কিছু
opposing
একটা
torque.
ফোর্স দিয়ে যে
হ্যাঁ, বলো?
সেইটাকে মেজার করবো যাতে ইকুয়াল হয় দুটো।
Otherwise, it will not stop. I have to stop at some point, isn't it? বুঝতে পেরেছো? That means we need some
Yes,
constant
sir,
torque in
ওইটার
opposition.
অপোজিট।
তাই না? তাহলে তো ওটা মানে ওটা তো এই হয়ে মানে ওটা তো কি বলবো, no one will be there to stop that deflection, isn't it? So we need some force or some torque which will be acting in opposition. Okay, so therefore we need the torque. But if I write that controlling torque is TC, how we can write this TC then?
স্যার ইকুয়াল টু মাইনাস টিডি।
Okay, TD
Proportional to minus TD.
not minus, that is equal to. That is equal to. This should be equal. Then only your this needle will be in the stable position. Okay, so your indicator will be in the stable position according to the Newton's laws of motion, isn't it? Got my point? So two torques should be balanced properly.
Sir, the magnitude should be the same.
বলো? The magnitude should be exactly balanced. Yes, the magnitude should be exactly balanced, but they are in opposition. So therefore, am I right? This should be 0. So therefore, you don't have this confusion. Therefore, I am writing this. Understood how I am getting this? So this is required
Yes, sir.
to ensure the stability. There should not be any net torque. If there is any torque, then there will be acceleration or retardation. Isn't it, as per the Newton's law, Newton's second law of motion? Anyway, but the thing is, the controlling torque, how we can generate, that I will discuss. Now, if these two are balanced, then why do we need the third one? Why do we need the third one? Okay, so that you will not understand unless you understand the system first. Okay. Now suppose uh,
We think we have studied that if you don't apply any damping force, the galvanometer will fluctuate very
that
quickly, so we can get the reading.
uh, that is well
In the
understood, but
speedometer of the car also, the
yes, that is well understood. I know this, but what is the theory behind that? That you have to understand.
Sir,
I've understood.
damping normally stops.
বলো
Sir,
বলো
normally what damping does is it stops the motion. So probably it is used to stop the to bring the
স্যার হাই
system to rest.
ফ্লাকচুয়েশন হতে পারে বাই চান্স যদি
why why
বেশি চলে
it-
সেটার জন্য হতে পারে।
why it will have high fluctuation now হতে পারে, it may not have a high fluctuation. Who will decide that
স্যার
whether it
ইনিশিয়ালি
will
দ্য
have
মিটার ইজ এট জিরো লাইক হ্যাঁ
whether it will have a fluctuation or not? Who will decide that? Suppose this is theta. Theta means suppose this is the indicator and you have the scale like this and this is reflecting like this. This is suppose theta. I'm measuring the theta. Okay, now suppose initially it was at 0. Now I have given some deflection with respect to I. Okay, now how it will change? Okay, so suppose I is related to some theta r. So let us write theta r. So that means the theta will change from 0 to theta r. But how it will change from 0 to theta r? Got my point? মানে আমি ধরো শুরুতে তো 0 ছিল, আমি এবার এর মধ্যে দিয়ে একটা কারেন্ট পাস করেছি I, তার রেসপেক্টে এই দুটো ব্যালেন্স যেখানে করছে তার রেসপেক্টে ও থিটাতে গিয়ে স্টেবল হওয়ার কথা, মানে থিটা আর এ গিয়ে, which is proportional to your I, মানে থিটা আর রিডিংটা দেখানোর কথা। It is supposed to show or is supposed to stable at theta r. Okay, now how it will change its position from 0 to theta r? Got
স্যার
my point?
আইতে যখন পৌঁছাবে তখন ওর ফোর্সটা থাকবে না
আই তো আমি শুরুতেই দিয়েছি,
মিটারে
আই তো
বাট
শুরুতেই
ইট উইল
গেছে।
হ্যাভ সাম
স্যার যদি আমরা এটা একটা গ্লিসারিনে রাখি তাহলে ওটা আস্তে আস্তে সরবে, আর যদি এয়ারে রাখি খুব তাড়াতাড়ি।
ওকে, আমি তো আর গ্লিসারিনে রাখছি না, এটা আমি এয়ারেই রাখছি। এনিওয়ে, actually what will happen, how it will change its position or displacement, that completely determined is by the nature of the system itself. That is what type of mechanical component you have there inside the instrument. Though it's not a completely mechanical system, it's an electromechanical system, because you see here a part of the system is electrical. So that means you have some current, and with respect to the current some force is generated. Okay, now we know from our machine knowledge that current can generate some force or flux can generate some force. So here also we can assume that some current is generating some force. But this force, what it will do? This force will act on a mechanical system. Got my point? আমি কি বলছি বুঝতে পেরেছো? Suppose I have an electrical system where I have given some current and it is generating some force or torque. Let us take torque. This torque will act on some mechanical system which will give you some theta. That means it's a basically it's a electromechanical system. Got my point? Okay. And what is there in the electrical system and what is there in the mechanical system will decide that how the how the theta will change. So that means theta may change very slowly like this, or theta may change very fast like this. Ultimately, it will reach to theta r, or theta may go like, sorry, difficult to draw over here anyway. It may go like this, or the oscillation will be sustained one. So that means after a very long time, that oscillation will decay. So how it will reach to theta r, that is completely determined by this electrical subsystem and the mechanical subsystem which is inside the instrument itself. Got my point? Or no? Let me know. বলো তোমরা বুঝতে
Yes,
পারছো
sir.
কি পারছো না?
সো স্যার তার মানে একটা ডিভাইসে যদি একটা স্প্রিং থাকে মানে স্প্রিংটার উপরে ডিপেন্ড করছে মানে কতটা তাড়াতাড়ি সেটা হবে মানে ওই ডিভাইসটার উপর পার্টিকুলারলি ডিপেন্ড করছে।
হ্যাঁ, ডিভাইসটার উপরে ডিপেন্ড করছে। বেসিক্যালি আরো ভালো করে বললে we here we have mentioned electrical and mechanical. Electrically the time is required very less because electrical যে কারেন্টটা যায়, electrical time constants are quite low compared to the mechanical time constants. For an example, তোমরা মেশিন পড়েছো অথচ এগুলো বুঝতে পারছো না। Anyway, suppose something is rotating above your head, and that is called the fan. Okay, now when you switch on the fan, what happens? You switch on some voltage, and that voltage sends some current through the coil of the fan. Now you just tell me how much time it can take to send this current or full current to this coil of the fan. কতক্ষণ লাগতে পারে? যখন যেই মুহূর্তে তুমি ভোল্টেজটা দিচ্ছ বা সুইচটা অন করছো, ফ্যানের কয়েলের মধ্যে দিয়ে ফুল কারেন্টটা ফ্লো করতে বা স্টেবল একটা কারেন্ট ফ্লো করতে কত টাইম লাগতে পারে? আইডিয়া?
Millisecond.
In the order of millisecond, correct? In the order of millisecond, and that is decided by the inductance and resistance of that fan coil. Actually, the time constant is L by R. Okay, the time constant of electrical system is L by R. I think you have studied this. And that is in the order of millisecond. But do you think that in millisecond your fan speed reaches to its full? মানে
নো স্যার।
মনে হয় যে মিলিসেকেন্ডে ফ্যানটা ফুল স্পিডে রিচ করে যায়? কেন রিচ করে না? তুমি তো ফুল কারেন্ট দিয়ে দিয়েছো।
না
Within milliseconds your current has reached to its full, but you are not getting the full speed and milliseconds. Why? Because it has its own mechanical system as well. Okay, and that has a time constant quite large. Okay, বুঝতে পেরেছো? In the order of second, it may be 10 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds. 10 seconds or 20 seconds it takes to reach at its full speed. So that means the mechanical time constants are quite large compared to the electrical time constants, and we can neglect the electrical time constants as it is very low. For for meters also, instrument also the same thing. The total dynamics is dominated by the mechanical time constant, mechanical system. Okay, and what we have, actually we have some bearing, and that is called the jewel bearing, on which we have the needle. Okay, so that there can be a minimum friction. বুঝতে পেরেছো? তা সত্ত্বেও it takes some time because ultimately we have some differential equation for this mechanical system.
वो वाला मोबाइल पे कॉल आ रहा है।
Okay, Now, again, we have to depend on the Newton's second law of motion for solving this type of mechanical system. And let me tell you what kind of equation we have. Okay, so the summation of force equals to ma. Do you know this? What is it? Bolo?
Newton's second law of motion.
And summation of torque equals to what we can write? This is applicable for displacement,
I alpha.
linear motion. Bolo?
Inertia.
I alpha.
Inertia times angular acceleration.
We write it J because I is our current.
Oh, okay, sir.
J means moment of inertia. Okay. Just a moment. Just a minute. Okay. So this is this we get from the Newton's second law of motion. Okay. Now here what we have as an as this, we have some deflecting torque, some controlling torque, and some damping torque, which is equals to J into alpha. Okay. And we know that damping torque is proportional to omega, or the angular speed. So therefore we can write, just a minute, Tc equals to J omega dot plus some constant into omega, because damping torque is proportional to omega. Am I right? I think you know this now. D omega dt. Alpha equals to d omega dt, and omega equals to theta dot. That is d theta dt. Okay, that means alpha equals to what? D2 theta dt2. Or theta double dot. Basically, that means it gives your your differential equation. That means deflecting torque, and that is controlling torque. Again, most of the cases depends on theta. So that means we can write some constant. Let us take k into theta. So this is the differential equation, and by solving the differential equation theta, we can get the nature by which it will change from 0 to theta r. Got my point? Is it okay? Or you are
Yes, sir.
confused? কি কনফিউজ হওনি তো তোমরা কেউ? বলো। Whatever I have written here, directly we are getting from the Newton's second law of motion, which says that summation of torque equals to J into alpha. Now alpha equals to theta double dot. So that I have written J theta double dot. And this damping torque is basically proportional to the omega of theta dot. So therefore we have taken some constant B into theta dot. And this controlling torque is proportional to theta. Why? I will discuss later. It may be proportional to theta or it may be proportional to sine theta. That depends on the type of the controlling action you have inside the instrument. So there are two types of control torque or controlling action. One is called the uh, uh, gravity control, another is called the spring control. Control torque. Okay, so you can get by two principles. One is called the gravity control, and the spring control. Okay, the spring control is very easy. You can understand how we can manage the control by spring, isn't it? Am I right? Have you seen spring? And how we can
Yes,
manage
sir.
the controlling by spring? How we can do the same thing by gravity? Do you have any idea?
স্যার ভার্টিক্যাল প্লেনে রোটেট করাবো
Correct.
পয়েন্টারটা আর একটা এন্ড
তাহলে
একটা
এখানে একটা মাস
মাস
দিয়ে
দিয়ে
দেবো।
দেবো।
এখানে একটা মাস দিয়ে দেবো। We'll connect a mass over here, which will give a force that is mg, and this component, that is, what is this component? If that is theta, this will also be 90 minus theta, and this is theta. What will be this component? mg.
এমনি সাইন
So mg sin theta actually will be acting as a controlling torque. So that means for gravity control, the controlling torque TCE is proportional to sin theta. That is mg sin theta. একটু আগে যেটা বলছিলাম directly proportional to theta, it may not be like that. Just a minute. Okay, so for gravity control, it is proportional to sin theta, and for spring control, so this is for gravity control.
স্যার গ্র্যাভিটি কন্ট্রোলের সঙ্গে স্যার
হ্যাঁ বলো।
হ্যালো স্যার বলছি গ্র্যাভিটি কন্ট্রোলের সঙ্গে যদি সাইন থিটাতে প্রপোর্শনাল
হ্যাঁ, then
হয়
the
তাহলে
equation
90
will be
ডিগ্রি পরে তো
nonlinear.
আবার মানে আচ্ছা
The
আচ্ছা
equation will be nonlinear differential equation. It is difficult to solve, and generally we get some cramp scale at the beginning. That is the problem of gravity control. So they generally gravity control nowadays is obsolete because it gives us cramped scale at the beginning. মানে যখন স্কেলটা তৈরি হবে তখন শুরুর দিকটা cramped হয়ে যায়, কেন এটা একটা ননলিনিয়ার স্কেল দেয়। Is well understood that if we have sin theta term in that above differential equation, then it will be no longer a linear differential equation. We can linearize it by taking a very small theta, that is theta less than 4 degree or so. Okay, got my point? But
ওকে ইয়েস
that
স্যার
is not good anyway. But for your spring control, it is very, I think you have understood that why spring control, because for spring we have some constant which is proportional to theta, that is called the spring constant or stiffness constant, isn't it? Spring এর ক্ষেত্রে কি হয়, কারণ একটা stiffness constant থাকে, that is related to the elasticity of the spring. Okay, so therefore for spring it is directly proportional to theta, and this equation becomes the linear equation, linear differential equation, and easier to solve. So that means the spring control is more popular than the gravity control. Okay. So I think you have understood two types of control. One is gravity control, and that is for the spring control. In case of gravity control, we should be a vertical instrument, and with that we have to attach some mass. Okay, and that one component of this mg will be acting as a controlling torque. Okay, understood? মানে এখানে আমার
Okay, sir.
পয়েন্টারটা এরকম রয়েছে, so this is the pointer, and that should be a vertical pointer, মানে মানে মিটারটা এরকম ভার্টিক্যাল হবে, like this, and suppose it is showing like this. Here we have some pivoting point. Here some mass is connected with this, that is m. Okay, and here this way it will give some controlling torque. Okay, very good. Next one is the damping torque. Now damping torque you can get by the air friction damping or fluid friction damping or eddy current damping. So here we have three options for damping. একটু আগে কি বলছিলেন না, যদি আমি কিসের মধ্যে রাখি যেন, গ্লিসারিনের মধ্যে রাখি, so that comes under the fluid friction damping. So did you do that experiments on simple pendulum in your 10+2 standard classes?
Yes, sir.
Simple pendulum experiments. And have you seen that whether it continuously oscillates with same deflections?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, because you have air resistance, and so there will be natural damping, which we cannot avoid.
Now how we can get
Answer also.
sustain oscillation or sustain same amount of same amplitude of oscillation? How we can
If
get
we
that?
apply a periodic force, then we can get.
No, I will not apply any periodic force. That's
Or
simple
the vacuum, the
correct, in the vacuum, or if
we
if
have to
I do
vacuum the space.
if we have some provision to do the same experiment on the surface of the moon, isn't it? তাই না?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
সেটা হলে সবচেয়ে ভালো হতো, তাই না? যদি আমাদের পুরো এক্সপেরিমেন্টটা সারফেস অফ মুনে গিয়ে করতে দিত, তাহলে একটা অ্যাডভেঞ্চারে হয়ে যেত, এক্সপেরিমেন্টটা বোঝা যেত। Anyway, so that means air creates some friction.
কি বলেন একবার বলবেন, রিপিট করবেন?
If we do the same experiments that you did in your 10+2 standard classes, that is the simple pendulum experiment on the surface of the moon, then it would not be damping, because there this term will not be present. And if you solve this equation without this term, if this term b equals to 0, there is no friction. No friction means this b term becomes 0, the damping term becomes 0, and it was keep on oscillating. বুঝতে পেরেছো? আমাদের যদি এই মাঝখানে টার্মটা না থাকতো,
Yes, sir.
it would be oscillating continuously. And can you tell me why it is called the simple pendulum?
স্যার SHM এক্সিকিউট করে তাই জন্য
SHM এর full form টা তো simple harmonic motion. I am just
হ্যাঁ ওই জন্য সিম্পল পেন্ডুলাম
সেটা ঠিক আছে না simple. Why it is called a simple?
Sir,
বলো।
the net force is described by the Hooke's law and the simple harmonic oscillator it has, and the amplitude is maximum and the displacement is related to its energy of oscillation. That's why.
So, any other? Actually, the equation which we actually get from the simple pendulum is basically a non-linear differential equation, and we have sin theta over there. If you can remember, then you will see that sin theta term in the differential equation. And what we do, we take the theta is very low, theta is less than 4 degree. If you can remember that, the theta is
Yes,
very
sir. Yes,
low,
sir.
and so therefore the sin theta becomes equals to theta, and in this way we linearize the differential equation. From that we can solve the equation very easily, and we get a sinusoidal oscillation. Got my point?
ইয়েস স্যার
So therefore it is called, it becomes simple. If it is sin theta, then it would be complex one. Now you did the thing simple. Okay, anyway, so that means air is basically acting as a damping force. Fluid also same thing, because air is also called fluid, but here I have make the difference. Air is another fluid. Okay, so fluid has two types of thing. That is, one is air, another is called the liquid. So here fluid is basically the liquid one. So air friction and fluid friction damping is well understood. Eddy current damping I will discuss in the next class. And eddy current, I think you know what is eddy current. Whenever there is a change in flux in some conducting material, then there is an eddy EMF produced. Eddy is just like a what we can say, is just like a ghurni. In Bengali we call it ghurni. Like this, like this, like this, like this. This is called the eddies. Eddies. Okay, so this in this form, when the voltage is generated due
Sir,
to the
ED পড়ার দিন একটু ফ্রেশলি স্টার্ট করবেন স্যার। ইডি কারেন্টের পার্টটা একটু পরের দিন ফ্রেশলি স্টার্ট করবেন।
হ্যাঁ করবো তো, আমি বললাম তো।
একবারে ফ্রেশলি এই পার্টটা করে স্টার্ট করবেন স্যার, ইডি কারেন্টটা।
অবশ্যই স্টার্ট করবো, কেন করবো না? ওকে, আমি তো আজকে সেই জন্য এটা বলছি, ডিসকাস করছি না। দিস আই এম কিপিং ফর দ্য নেক্সট ডে। ওকে,
স্যার আমি মনে হয় এটাকে স্টার্ট করছিলেন আগে। ঠিক আছে স্যার, আপনি তাহলে নেক্সট ডে এটাকে প্রোগ্রাম কন্টিনিউ করবেন স্যার।
ওকে। So anyway, then I'm stopping the share for today. Stopping the class.
Yes sir, yes sir.